Good day. I am here to do a reading for the collective. What is moving you forward, especially in your business as an entrepreneur? And I am Sue Pickering. Welcome and welcome back. We have joy and delight and breaking trail. Wow, I love this for this topic. I'm getting that obviously with anything we do, joy, happiness, that positive gratitude is what can push us forward. It is what allows us to not be stuck and stagnant. Breaking the trail. What I'm feeling for this is there is something new that you are working towards. We are going through the biggest time in, I would say, history for a space where we have let go of our old uh, traumas. We are breaking through generational patterns. We are bringing so much to the surface. And it's a whole new path. We each of us are on this journey. We are breaking trail. If you know what I mean by being the black sheep of the family, this is about this. Okay, so they're showing me like I have visions of, as we move forward, that we are moving more into an entrepreneurial world where we are breaking trails for things that other people have never done before. We are moving forward into spaces that are um, never seen before. And as we break free from the old patterns, the old ways, the old system, we are creating a new path, a new system of our own that is um, grounded in our authenticity, our heart center, and who we are as we move forward. Okay. So they're sharing with me that there is a space here for you to know that you can create your own path, even if it's doing the hard work to get to the destination. Um, it's almost like all roads do not lead to the same destination. So you need to create your own, is what they're showing me. Okay. So really understanding that um, when you can find gratitude for how far you have come, sometimes we are not where we want to be just yet, but we get stuck on that we're not there yet. But look back, look over your shoulder and say, wow, look at me, look how far I've come. I've broke free from the societal they're saying societal breakthroughs. So, you've broken through those spaces that are hard. It's just like the very first time you set a boundary, it's really hard. And then after that, it's like, oh, I now have the courage. It's easier. I am more accepted in what I have to say, however that looks for you. Okay. But they're showing me that there is a new journey, a new path that you are creating, and continue to build the road, continue to break the path. You think about when you build new land, you possibly have to clear out trees. You're doing all that work. It's something that maybe isn't seen once the house is built. Okay. So it's a path that you need to do all that, underground work, that space of clearing the path to build the road. And then at some point, people don't see that you have that there used to be trees there and there was no road. Okay. So this is where you're at. You are in that space that you are creating and building your own road. Okay. Definitely Ace of Wands, definitely some new things shining through for you. Some new passions. Like I said, we are creating things that other people have never ever dreamt of in this lifetime. I shouldn't say haven't dreamt of telepathy, but it is coming back with a vengeance. It's been, I don't even know how many years ago, thousands of years ago, that there used to be, everyone was telepathic, and now people are starting to jump back into listening to that space in their soul, really listening to the energy of the room, things like that. So continue on that journey because it's bringing you deeper into who you are and what you can offer people. Okay. Um, this here is the Eight of Pentacles. So really building a legacy. That is what's moving you forward. Building that legacy, building something, and working toward um, sharing it with the next generation. Okay. Um, and like I mentioned, the generational traumas, patterns, all of those things. Um, when we break through that, we share that with our children and our grandchildren, and it changes the pattern again. Just like we got to be where we are, this is where the same thing happens with the future generations. Okay. And we heal past generations by doing these things. But they're showing me, continue to master what you know, continue to go deep into your own knowing, um, which will allow you to help you move forward as you continue to grow, as you continue to grow your business. Um, yeah, I love this. I love that there is something here for you to share with the future people of the world. Okay, whether it's your children or just um the people that you are connected to and that are in your life. Okay, we have a pile flown everywhere. You have revisit. So I feel like there is a space here where you are and you have revisited your old um uh way of life, societal patterns, and you're breaking free from that. You have revisited it. You know that you need to continue to move forward with creation, with movement. I feel like some of you are moving into a new home because what you have right now is not um, allowing you to um, expand your future the way you desire. Okay. Sometimes that requires movement. And that is just part of how that is. Creating balance in this shift and in this change. That is what you're creating. That is your movement forward. You're creating balance rather than being in that space where we have to always be, pushing that 9 to 5 clock. There's nothing wrong with the working 9 to 5. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is if it's not in tune and in alignment with you moving forward into your own business, and it will create the balance you are seeking. And if you are in a 9 to 5, then there's a space here for you to continue to work toward finding that balance. And in that balance comes, it's funny because so many, like I speak of this often, and many are speaking of it. Time is not, um, people are not watching the clock unless you are in that space that you always are, right? In like when you're punching a clock, I'll call it that. Where an entrepreneur, it's like, oh, if 5 o'clock comes around, well, I am not like this. My clock goes off and I go and I am always working and I'm always doing things for my home too, right? So I can step away from my desk and do a load of laundry. But what I'm saying is there is a space here for us to not be on a biological clock all the time. I have noticed my sleeping patterns and many other sleeping patterns of the people that are shifting right now. People are not sleeping like your typical 8 hours straight. You set your alarm in the morning, but what I'm finding is people are up at 2 a.m. They're doing stuff, they're moving, they're putting their laundry in, I don't know. But I have noticed that I have become like that. So people are sleeping during the day. I haven't been, but many people are because they're not sleeping at night. So we are shifting and listening to our body in a different way. If you're hungry, we eat. If you are not hungry and it's 12 o'clock, why are you eating? Right? We're moving away from that structured life into more of flow, into more of a space where we can have that balance, and knowing that we can be in that space. And I am very grateful I'm in that space. I can move how I need to move, where I'm called to move. And it has helped me to be able to move forward with the things that I require in my life. Okay. Then we have, ooh, look at this adventure. This is beautiful. Um, this is all about discovery. This is number one. She is holding a key in her hand here. I hope you can see that. A key, and it looks like an eyeball to me. It's that inner knowing. We know when we need to move. We know when we need to shift. We know when we need to break that new trail to build that new road. And that is what pivots us forward. And knowing that because it is an alignment and we are called to it, we can do what it takes to get there. We can do the hard work to get to that destination, to build that business if that's what you are looking for. And knowing that every time you do something that is in alignment, and I'm talking in alignment not just from an emotional space, but alignment because it is feeling right, it is right, and your intuition is saying move toward that. If you're making a choice from a space of emotional response because you're in lack, then it's not in alignment. I will be teaching some courses coming up about this, and I am looking forward to it. And it's not just your surface level intuition. This is going deeper. This is uh, levels deeper into following, into knowing, and really deeply knowing what you are called to do, what your path is, all of those things. So this is something that I am looking forward to. And yeah, I hope that you will join me in learning along with me, as well as the growth of all of it and what it can bring to your business. Okay, the Four of Wands, beautiful. We have wands here and pentacles. The Four of Wands, this is telling me that you will celebrate something. Someone will be celebrating you. There is something deeper here for you to understand, that as you move forward, and your purpose of moving forward, what's moving forward is this deep celebration of conquering it, of finally mastering what you set out to master. It is going to happen. It is here for you, and you are determined to build that road, and the celebration is there waiting for you, because that success is coming for you, and you are going to build it. Okay. Again, with the balance here, I feel like it has been a roller coaster. Like most entrepreneurs, it is feast or famine sometimes, and sometimes it's finding that rhythm. They're saying a rhythm where everything is in tune. It's a well-oiled machine. It doesn't happen overnight. Like I said, you have to build that road, that path, to create it. And then comes the well-oiled machine. Look at this, and the Queen of Swords. It's funny, she's holding a sword, and I'm telling you about breaking down, things to build a path, and what are you cutting through and cutting down, and but yeah, they're just sharing that there is a space here for you to really see that. when you are on this journey and you are finding that you are building your path, there is a space here that you will understand that things are not going to be in alignment any longer. What fits yesterday may not fit today. And they're sharing with me that cutting out the things that do not make sense, do not bring you closer to where you want to move forward to, and really being strong in your um, purpose. They're sharing that it's like you are staking the sword in the ground, and that's it. This is it's in there, it's not moving. This is what I believe in, and this is where I am going. And moving forward with belief in yourself is what they're sharing. So knowing that you have this belief and this trust in knowing that you are getting to that celebration in the end, and that helps you pivot forward as well. And it'll help you with that celebration in getting to mastering that space, with the Eight of Pentacles, right? Mastering that space of movement, of knowing what you truly are capable of, and knowing that this is your purpose, like a deep soul purpose. I feel like for most people, most every person, it's about connecting to people, changing people, guiding people, helping people. That is part of that, because you have not gone through what you've gone through and changed and shifted for you not to share that with other people. It's abundance, right? Befriend the unknown. Um, so it's something deeper. It is a space that you can really truly be in, and know that what you don't understand, what is in the dark, what does not is not being seen yet, get comfortable with discovering what that is. Get comfortable about being in the dark and figuring out how to turn on the lights. Get comfortable with the unknown, the darker side, if you want to call it. It's not really the darker side, that's not what they mean, but get comfortable with not just being in love and light. Get comfortable with the shadows. Get comfortable with what that is telling you, and that will pivot you forward. It's like, what do I do next, right? Why is this not working? There's things that we all go through at times as an entrepreneur, and they're sharing with me, get comfortable with discovery of what that is. What is it? What do I need to make light of in order for my business to work? What do I need to discover, gain clarity on? If there is something that you don't know how to do in your business, such as like your website, and this is just a hypothetical, your website, you don't have enough money to pay someone. What do you need to do? You need to do a deep dive. You need to go into those dark spaces that you do not know how to navigate, in order to bring light to it for you to understand. Years and years and years ago, I did not know how to roll out a program. I did not know what platforms. I did not even know how to make my own website. And I had to do some deep diving. I had to do some courses, and I did everything I could do to find for free. Now, they didn't have ChatGPT back then and things like that, which I know a lot of people are using. But they're just sharing with me that get comfortable with being uncomfortable in discovery, because that is where you will find your most growth in pushing yourself forward into what it is, where you're going, and that is one of the reasons of moving forward, and it will help you move forward. And um, it's going to bring you to that breakthrough of success. There's a lot of things that I have learned to do, and I am I am looking forward to the day that I don't have to do them anymore, because it's I thought a card fell. It's a space where I could be better use of my time somewhere else. And that is just how that is as an entrepreneur, right? We now, like, my YouTube now, I hire someone to do it. I couldn't in the past. So I'm in a space now where I am grateful. It is one less thing that I have taken off my plate in order to create something more, like classes and workshops, and have more time to do my videos and things like that. So just know that something is ending for you. 10 of Swords. It has been a path. It has been a journey. This is a painful ending. The 10 of Swords is a painful ending, but it is a breakthrough at the same time. It is an ending to the pain, an ending to being in the dark, an ending to um, um, not having the key to open that door. You're finally going to reach that now, because the old way, the old patterns, the old way of thinking of the generational trauma, that is ending. And yes, you have had to take the brunt for many things in being a black sheep, or, the person that has healed generational trauma. You have had to go through the pain. You've had to get to this space where you can now master where you're going, master the whole process, and have this new creation that is in front of you. And I mean, ultimately, we want the joy of everyday life, and that is where you are. That is where you can find the gratitude as you move forward. Okay, we're going to see what is the outcome as you move forward. You're breaking free. You are no longer a victim. You are no longer in a space where you cannot um, uh, do what you need to do. You have, you look back, you never had the strength that you've had until, like, the journey that you've been on. You have, oh, I love this. I love the cards that flew out. Anyway, I have to finish what I was saying. You've gone through that space of breaking free. No one's saving you. You saving yourself. That is what they're showing me here. You have broken your own trail. You have created your own road. And with that came pain. With that came suffering. With that came all of the knowing, though, and all of the growth, and how to find the joy, and how to find this exceptional path that you are on. Whew. They did say exceptional, and there is a path of strength, a path of beauty ahead for you to discover, because you are mastering it. You are paving the way. And it is hard to pave the way. It truly, truly is. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Chronological order. The Nine of Pentacles, you are building your sanctuary. You are building the life that you truly, truly desire, the life that is of beauty that you want, the way you want it, the way you see it, the way you are meant to pave the way with. And the Ten of Pentacles, the legacy, you mastering this thing that you are doing, this craft, this internal soul growth, mastering, if it's telepathy, mastering your psychic skills, mastering helping people, whatever that is. This is the outcome. You are leaving a legacy. You are building something that is strong. You are building something that is beyond what you thought at one time was even in your capability of doing. But you've grown so much. You've let go of the old paths, the old people, the old ways, that now you can rebuild everything the way you desire in your own way, in your own craft. they're just sharing that this is the outcome, the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is definitely one of the most beautiful cards in the deck. It is so positive. It is a space where you know that you have built something that is long lasting and that you can be celebrated with the Four of Wands. When you continue to build your own path and create what you want to create in the world, um, and this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I hope that this resonates with you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and have a magical day. Much love.